This program is brought to you in part by SalCal Real Estate Connections. And yes, we're back again, Gary. Daytona 500, 2018, huh?
Oh, my God. The year goes by so quick, huh? I remember the last time you were over here. Was it last? I think 2 years ago you were here. Was it last year? I think it might have been last year. Yeah, we're having people coming in dribs and drabs here. The snow had a little effect on us. A lot of the guys work for the municipalities, so they're just getting a little bit of sleep. They've been out plowing all night, but we got a good house here today for sure.
Oh, yeah, this house will be rocking before the day is out, I'll tell you right now.
A lot of pre-gaming going on here. The race doesn't start till 2:30, so these guys they're getting ready for sure.
You know, talking about the race, I have to tell you, there's people's names in this race I never heard of in my life. Here's this kid on the pole. I had no idea where he even come from.
Yeah, that's kind of strange. I mean, I remember Ryan Blaney. I mean, he raced quarter midgets down in Silver City when they were having the grands there. So that name kind of sticks in my head. But these other ones, I mean, these are young guns that probably ran in the lower series and they got scouted out, just like any other type of sports in baseball, basketball. You got scouts out there. Same thing with the NASCAR teams. So they're out there looking.
I can't get over. I mean, Hendricks got 4 cars in this race.
I know. It's going to be a dark horse today for sure. Between the aero packages that they have today, and these guys aren't really comfortable on the super speedways with the way these cars are drafted and that. I mean, they're going to have a handful of handling these cars out there for sure.
You know, this morning I was watching an interview with the 48 car there.
Oh, okay. The 48 car with, yeah.
And he's the older statesman of the group. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
He's 42 years old. He's like considered grandpa, right?
Oh, for sure. I mean,
Jimmy Johnson.
Jimmy Johnson, exactly. I mean, a lot of these guys are like Earnhardt for one. I mean, due to all the wrecks that he was in and the concussions and that, you know, he was told for his health to, retire. So, but he has 2 strong contenders in the field there in the cars. I mean, between the Xfinity and the Cup. So, I think their history of being able to run restrictor plate races on the super speedway, they have a very, very good record. So, got to watch for those cars.
So, what'd you think of yesterday's race?
It was going along pretty good. It was kind of slow, but I'll tell you that the last green-white checker that took over an hour to complete, that was really, I don't know. Everybody is trying to get to the front spot. Nobody wants to be a partner. There's a lot of shoving and banging, and I think you're going to probably end up seeing that today here, too, also.
Yeah, I think so, too. Now, do you think this is good in overall racing? Do you think it's a good thing how this works out in the end like that?
Nah, I'm not a fan of these segments that they do. You need a lot of green lap racing in order for these guys to move up through the field and that. And I don't know, NASCAR kind of just taken, and I don't know. They're trying to gain the interest of the public as far as keeping them. It's almost like a soap opera.
Well, it is, because the more action off the track, the better off they like it.
Exactly. So who knows what's going to happen next year? I mean, like yesterday, it was Earnhardt's cars there between Chase Elliott and I forget the other guy, Sadler. There you go. Thank you for it. Thank you. I mean, the locking bumper rule. Now, all of a sudden, that wasn't really enforced, and now yesterday they really enforced it. So,
I mean, when you talked about Daytona, if you didn't have a dancing partner on your bumper, you were lost.
Right, exactly. Now it's just kind of just bump around, and that's it, and no locking bumpers to push them ahead. So, I know that's an Xfinity. I don't know if that stands true for the Cup cars. I don't know.
I don't really know. I hope not.
No, I hope not either. So, regardless, we got our polls going over here. Everybody's picking numbers, and everybody's that's getting the lower number, in a starting position is feeling a little dejected. But I'll tell you, it could be anybody's race at this point. So
I'll tell you, on one of these big tracks, anybody could win the race.
It's a dark horse out here, so for sure.
I guess this is Danica's last race, huh?
Yeah, I guess she has sponsorship for one race, from what I understand. So, I mean, she's a good marketing person. Everybody likes to see an attractive woman on the track there. So whether she could, you know, you never know. She might even win today.
You know what? I've seen stranger things.
Exactly. So we're in for some I guess the best word is mystery. I guess in for a lot of mystery.
Fan entertainment, right?
Exactly. For sure, fan entertainment.
Well, I'll tell you, I was looking at some of that food over there. Boy, you guys are going to gain a few pounds today.
Oh yeah, that's why I took tomorrow off so I can recover.
Your wife, I can't get over it. I mean, cleaning up here has got to be a chore, too.
Well, we get a lot of help on that. I mean, I try to keep the house clean and that. So we pick up during the day, and it's, you know, and the guys are a good group of guys, and they kind of clean up after themselves. So
Now, tell me, what's the future for Team 38?
Well, George will be racing an SK Light. Jeff, my old partner, he bought the car from the Christopher Estate, the car that George ran last year that Teddy owned. So they're going to make a full run of it. In fact, there's a benefit coming up on March 23rd over in Bristol at the Elks Club. If anybody's interested in going, $25 a person. It's the first annual dinner. So hopefully we'll get a good turnout there.
I'll tell you, I like George a lot. I really do. He's a nice kid, and I think he could handle a race car, too.
Yes, he can. He's definitely come a long way for sure. I mean, in the aspects of driving, but the kid is an exceptional worker, exceptional fabricator. He did, you know, he kind of took over some of the chores over at Ted Christopher's garage doing the fabrication and that. He's good all-around kid.
Absolutely, I agree. Well, I know you really got a lot to do here. I don't want to tie you up too long, and I'm sure we're going to have some fun here today, Gary.
I'm sure we are, and I'm so glad you guys are in the house today, as always. I mean, yeah.
We love being with you guys. It's just special, you know.
Right. You got to get some of these Plainville Stadium guys that are in the other room and put them in front of the mic here.
Don't worry, they're not afraid to talk.
No, definitely. That'll give you some airtime for sure.
Okay. All right, buddy. Thank you.
Thank you.
Good luck today. Who do you got today in the pool?
I got Logano.
Oh, boy. Hometown.
Hometown boy.
Hometown boy.
Quarter midget racing, but
Well, hey.
like I said, we'll see who's there at the end.
That's it. Whoever is in the end, that's going to be the deal.
For sure.
All right, buddy. Thank you.
Thank you.
Yes, once again, we got Plainville Stadium throwback, Mr. Don Moon, and we're at Gary Benkowski's Daytona 500 party. It feels a little strange. We're not in your backyard.
Oh, I know that. This is a little strange over here anyways. Plus, I got to spend money to win the race.
Oh, yeah.
But
And who do you got today? Tell me.
It's the penthouse, number 17, but every time he goes underneath the car, he spins them out, so I don't want to get blamed for that.
Oh, that's not good. You know, you gotta stay in line.
Yeah, he did it twice the other day in the Xfinity race, and they weren't too happy with him. I probably gave him a fine. Who knows?
Well, I'll tell you, lately over there, you don't know what they're going to do next. I have never seen racing in the state it's in right now.
Well, they put on a pretty good show. I just hope the best man wins. Whoever gets up there in front and leads the show and wins the show is the best man, as far as I'm concerned.
Well, I'm going to tell you one thing, Don. In all the years I've been following the racing, there's these, I don't even know who they are or where they come from. I mean, these young kids just taking over the whole sport.
Well, you're not lonely, Larry, because we're all up there in age, and all these new kids are coming in. They're driving cars. They got sponsors. We never had a sponsor when we ran.
Oh, no. We had the junkyard. That's what we had.
My best friend was the junkyard, and we won a lot of shows, and we did a lot of things, and we were happy campers.
Well, let me tell you, them days are just special, and we'll never forget them. That's for sure.
They'll never come back. And another thing, too, we're losing all our friends. We lost Muska, which Carl Surratt, and we got poor Donnie Bazzano with cancer. We're not doing too good there.
And unfortunately, we're at the age where we're losing people, and we have to cherish the days that we have with them.
Yeah, I'm lucky I'm still here.
I got to ask you a question. How's that wonderful wife of yours, Kathy?
She's home crying her eyes out because she wanted to watch the race with me.
Well, you got to keep her happy. You know that.
Yeah, what can I tell you? She's a good girl. She helped me plow snow this morning. We got done in an hour. She fell down with the shovel, got hurt. I told you it's tough to beat yourself up.
Oh, no, we can't have that. Well, I don't want to take up more of your time. I know you're going to have some fun here, eat some food, and tell some lies. But I know you're going to have a great time here today, Don.
We won't tell no lies. We'll just tell a couple stories about Plainville Stadium.
That's it. All right, buddy. Thank you. Thanks a lot, buddy.
Yeah.
And yes, one more time, Stephen Benkowski. You're here at your father's party, right?
Yes, sir.
What do you got today in the pool?
Well, I got, what's his name? Well, I got to check. It's whoever started in 7th, so I think that's Wallace Jr.
Well, yeah, that's a good guy, huh? Yeah?
Hopefully you can win me some money.
Yeah, I'll tell you. I was telling your father, I mean, this is the first time there's people in this race I never even heard of, or I don't know where they come from or anything.
Well, it's different, crazy nowadays. All these young drivers coming up, these fast cars. You really never know who's going to win nowadays. And then they got the 3-part races now. It's like,
I don't like that stage. I'll tell you.
not like that.
I'm not a fan of this.
No, it takes the fun out of it. It really does.
And then I saw the end of the race yesterday. I mean, I don't know, it took like an hour to finish 2 laps.
They need to fix something. They need to go back to the old racing or whatever they did because it's just not fun anymore.
No, I think something's got to change there, let me tell you. Because just, to me, it's not racing.
It's not racing. This is not racing at all.
The other question I got for you, how's that Le Mans coming?
The Le Mans? What's that? Oh, the car? The custom? Oh, the
Building
Pine.
a car.
Yeah, it's coming along good. We just got the body back on it. We got the engine tuned up, with the tranny in it, the drivetrain, everything. So all we need now is the interior. That's it.
Boy, that's going to be a beautiful car, huh?
Yeah, I like the convertibles. I love that body style, that big and wide. Really, it's really impressive.
Think Mom is going to get to use that?
I don't think so.
I think so.
She has her BMW. Yeah, she loves that car.
The other thing I want to know, I know you had some surgery in the past few months there. How's that working out for you?
It's coming along good. I'm at the 7th month process right now, so I should be, not guaranteed, but I should be all healed up right now. So I'm just starting to get back into the gym and starting to work it again. And hopefully everything turns out great.
Absolutely. Now, what about this racing? What about Team 38? What do you think?
38. George last year surprised everyone. He came out strong. He surprised me. The mule can drive. And I put all the trust in him for his car. I believe he can fix it up. He's got it right now in his house in Plainville, working on it as we speak. So
I'm very anxious to see the upcoming season, see how he does.
me too. I'm looking forward to working on the car too with them. A lot of
Yeah.
good times.
I mean, it's fun, you know. Your father will never give it up, trust me.
Never, never. Racing's in this family.
You get race in your blood, it don't leave easy.
Never, never. Hasn't left me. Been wanting to get back ever since I left.
Yeah. Any aspirations about jumping back in here?
Got to talk to Dad about that.
Oh, yeah. I know, you can't do it alone. It just takes a lot of support.
With his knowledge, too, it would make the difference.
What's Mom think of all this, these Daytona 500 parties?
She doesn't care. She goes out with her friends. She does what she likes to do. It's just a good time over here.
That's a key thing. He's always got support, everyone in his family.
Everyone.
Well, I want to wish you luck today with your driver, and you never know who's gonna win this race. Maybe Danica. What do you think of that?
I don't think that's going to happen.
You know, it's okay. Well, Stephen, I don't want to tie you up. I want to thank you, buddy. It's always a pleasure, and good luck. And I want to see that school, man. That's a big deal. You know what I mean?
It's a big deal.
And yes, once again, Fred, we're at Gary Benkowski's Daytona 500 party. How's that feel?
It's great. Every year we do this, and you would think you'd get bored of it, but you know what? It's another adventure in the books.
Yeah, it's like you look forward to this, right?
Oh, absolutely. I do every year. It's almost like the Super Bowl, but this is better.
Yeah, this is better. I'll tell you, though, the state of racing, though, today is really different. You know, what goes on here is really beyond what we're used to.
Oh, God, yeah. You know, the racing, when we were racing, you would go to the junkyard or something like that to pick up some spare parts, lower A-frame, upper A-frame, or something like that. Now it's just take out your wallet and see how much you could spend.
Yeah, it's crazy. Now, the other question I got for you, how's my little buddy doing, that grandson of yours?
Tyler, he's doing great. He'll be 11 this year, and he's looking to drive an SK Light. So what we're doing is we're preparing him for it, and then once he's at 13, we can go to Waterford, let him practice on a Thursday, and then he's still going to be driving the Bandoleros, and he loves them. So I got to buy him a spare motor, of course, because he already informed me of that, and make sure I had everything up to snuff because he's going for the point championship this year. But he's really pumped about it. He enjoys it, and not to get off the subject, but the funny part about this whole thing is, like 11-year-old, you wouldn't think that he'd be able to know about driving as well as an adult. But his mother yesterday texted me, and she said how she was driving in the snow, and Tyler was riding shotgun with her, and the car started sliding. He kept yelling to her, "Mom, turn in the direction of the spin. Turn in the direction of the spin." He says, "Oh, my God, you're driving me crazy," he says to her. So he knows what to do there.
Yeah, we've seen him in action. Let me tell you, he's got a future. That kid is going to be someday with this racing, let me tell you.
Oh, God, yeah. He knows how to, do the bump and run. He knows a lot of stuff that between me and my brother Dave have been telling him, and even his father, we always feed him, a lot of feedback and stuff like that. So
the good thing is he listens, too.
Oh, God, yeah. He listens. He pays attention. He listens. Very focused.
Yes, he is.
Very focused.
I get a kick out when I see him the other day. They had basketball, town rec or whatever. Yeah. And then I see him playing baseball, I mean, he's always up. You know what I mean?
Oh, it doesn't matter what he does. He's got to be a perfectionist at what he does, whether it be football, baseball, whatever. And he loves, basketball, but I always told him, you can't jump. You're too heavy. You're too big of a boy, And he weighs like 130 pounds now, so we're going to be taking weight out of the Bandolero. Yeah, we got to take more weight out. Yeah.
Well, tell me, who you got today in the pool?
Let's see. I got Martin Truex Jr., and let's see. I got another one of David Reagan, which, who knows? He may surprise us, but we'll see what happens.
Hey, anything could happen over there, let me tell you.
Oh, God, yeah. You could be dead last and on the final lap end up first or second. It's amazing how the drafting works over there at Daytona.
Well, yeah, anything what happened there today. I wouldn't even be surprised if Danica win the race.
Right, yeah. You know what? All in all, if she ever did, who knows? She could be back into it again. It could be a shot of an opportunity for her, so she got to take a shot at it.
Yeah, I know. Well, I don't want to tie you up no more, buddy, and looking forward to the race. And you tell that little Tyler, I'll be looking. We're going to have to follow him a little bit next summer.
Yeah, absolutely. And we'll have to get you guys up there and mount a camera on his car up at Waterford. And I'm sure he'll give you some exciting film over there.
Yeah, he's something, I'll tell you.
Oh, yeah. He's a hot kid, a hot shoe, and he's a joy to watch. He really is. I enjoy it.
Yeah. Oh, you have to be very proud, let me tell you.
Oh, yeah.
All right, buddy, thank you, and we'll catch you a little later. And, yes, we got one of my favorite people, Fritz Smallberger from the Berlin Lions Club. And, Fritz, I got to ask you, who you got today in the pool today here at the Daytona party?
I got number 29, Jay Marks, and I got to admit I'm not quite too familiar with him.
Well, I got to tell you something. I was telling people right along here, there's half these people in this race, I have no clue who they are.
Well, we're starting to see the young guns come back up through the system, so I think we're seeing a lot of new drivers, and they'll be curious to see how the young guys perform with some of the veterans out there.
Tell me, is this the first time you've been here?
This is my first Daytona party here at. Looking forward to a lot of the Lions here. It looks to be a fun afternoon.
Oh yeah, I'm sure.
Are you in the pool?
No, I'm not in the pool. Because every time I get in the pool, it ruins my day. I'd rather just stand in the background and yell. You know what I mean?
Well, it should be fun. When you see Daytona, that means spring's around the corner, and these guys get to fire up the engines. And looking forward to a good year. I know Ford's got a new car coming out. I'm looking forward to seeing that.
Oh, yeah, it's going to be a good race, I'm sure. Another special day today, which I'll tell you many people don't even realize. This is my 51st wedding anniversary today?
You know, he says it's 51st wedding anniversary, but it's 4 women, but it's 51 years. So I'm only kidding. Congratulations. And today, that's a feat of you should be very proud of.
I am. It's hard to believe that much time has gone by already.
Now, what's the missus doing today?
We're gonna have a party this afternoon with my kids. You know, I got three kids, and we're gonna have a little party this afternoon and celebrate a little bit. You know.
Oh, that's great. I know myself. I'm working on number 36, so I got a long way to go to catch up to you.
Don't you worry. You'll get there. I know you. So this demolition derby, is that going to continue?
Well, I'm hoping. You know, it's a year-to-year thing with our board, and we have some competing plans. Some want to see it once again on the Thursday, which I think works well with the fair, and some people want to see it as a separate entity where maybe during the summertime we bring in and do the demolition derby. So I think everybody likes the demolition derby, brings a good crowd in. We have great volunteers who want to work in. It's just a matter of what's the best timing for us as a Lions organization to do it, where we can provide the best value for the not only the Lions but the participants and the people who come visit.
Absolutely, I'm all for it 100%. Either way, we're going to be there. That's for sure.
I didn't know so many people like to see metal crashing. You know, it's like the last lap of the Daytona 500. You know the crash is there. It's going to happen.
Yeah, it's really, I'll tell you, judging by what we saw last year, this thing is going to be a yearly event, I think.
Oh, it took us by surprise. You know, in my deep recesses, I was hoping we get about 500 people, to break even with the demolition derby, and we had close to 2,000. So I was particularly blown away by the support that the demolition derby got going in, and not just from Berlin. People were coming from all the surrounding towns. It was just a great turnout.
Absolutely. We're certainly looking forward to it and all the other events. Let me tell you, the Lions Club, #1 as far as I'm concerned.
Lions is a great organization. Their motto is "We serve," and our goals really, we do these so we can make money for charity, so we can support those that are not as fortunate as us, and we take great pride in that, and we do a lot of good, and we're going to continue to do a lot of good in the future.
Just the fact what they do with vision and different things for sight is unbelievable.
Oh, and our club does a lot of that. I forget, they ran, I want to say, close to 13, 14, maybe more. I'm probably off of my number on these low vision screenings in schools. So the Berlin Lions is ahead of the game when it comes to service. And and we're an international organization, not only here in Berlin, but you can't drive into a town without seeing that purple sign going in. It says Lions. So I know you have a lot of viewers that watch this. So if anybody wants to think they want to volunteer for a great organization, not only here in Berlin, but every town you want, you ought to seek out your Lions Club and see. You'll find they do a lot of stuff. And this is just an example. This is just an example here. A bunch of guys and gals getting together to watch the Daytona Fair. So we have some fun while we're working too.
That's right. It's all about having fun, and that's the secret word. Well, I don't want to tie you up, buddy, because I know you're going to have some fun here today. I want to wish you some luck in the pool, and it's always a wonderful pleasure to meet you.
Well, more importantly, hey, congratulations again on your 51st wedding anniversary. What an accomplishment!
Oh yeah.
I'm gonna have to match that now.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Threw down the gauntlet. Thanks, Larry. You have a great day today.
Thank you. And yes, it wouldn't be right unless we talk to the 5-time champ himself, Mr. Dave Alkus. Tell me, Dave, what we got in store today?
Well, today we come over here to Gary's over there. He put on a Daytona 500 party here. And all the fellows there from our Lions Club and all the racing guys from Nutmeg and all, the go-kart club, came over here to enjoy the afternoon.
Well, I'm sure you're going to do that.
Oh, yeah, we always do. We have plenty of food here, little hors d'oeuvres and everything, and Gary puts out a nice spread, him and his wife Nancy.
Oh, absolutely. I tell you, we look forward to it. I got to ask you a question. You're wearing Jimmy Johnson's number. What's up with that?
Well, ever since Dale Earnhardt Sr. Passed away there, and unfortunately, and he was my favorite back when I was racing. I switched over to Jimmy Johnson, and even Jeff Gordon. He's one of my favorites also. We won this hat over there that my wife did at the Plainville Stadium reunion back here in the summer.
I was going to say, I've never seen you wearing Junior, that number on your hat. I said, what the heck is that?
Yeah, usually I got a Caterpillar one. I like Caterpillar and John Deere tractors and all. So we're going to have a little novelty plate this year on my truck there. I got okayed from Motor Vehicle Department. And I'm going to have Love Rust on my marker plate this year, the novelty plate on my truck.
Sounds good. I like that idea.
Yeah, just something different than regular numbers and all.
Well, Dave, I don't want to tie you up here. I want you to have some fun here today. It's always a pleasure to talk to you, and I look forward to this summer to have some more fun with the Lions Club.
Well, again, I've got to thank you guys at Racing Action today for sponsoring this little get-together and actually narrating it. You guys do a heck of a nice job.
Well, we love it. You know what? When you like what you're doing, it's not work. You know that yourself.
That's for sure. I've been, even when I work with Caterpillar, I was there for 40 years, and to me, you still got a lot of my old friends that still call me up and everything to enjoy the times we had before.
All right, buddy. I want you to have a good time here today, and let's see how Mr. Jimmy Johnson does today. Yes, when you're having fun, time flies. Please tune in again next week to Racing Action Today.